What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. Today we have two stand mixers in the kitchen. We have the KitchenAid Classic Plus and we have the Kenmore Ovation. So what we're going to do today is a little test of the creaming method. The creaming method is something that's at the foundation of all baking. It's how you incorporate the sugar and the butter, because that results in a light, fluffy, like cookie. If you don't do it properly, you will not get the best results that you can get. So we are going to take two stand mixers here. We're going to do the creaming method in both so you guys can see how big of a difference a stand mixer can make. So join me, it's Wednesday. It's time to do a little stand mixer showdown with the creaming method. So the core at a lot of baking recipes is the creaming method. And like I said, if you want a light and fluffy result, you need to get that sugar and that butter mixed together, aerated, and light and fluffy. It will actually turn a different color. It will turn a lighter shade of yellow than from how your butter just is. It usually takes about 3, 4, 5 minutes in a stand mixer to get that light and fluffiness in your recipe base. A lot of people ask me when I'm reviewing stand mixers, how can I tell when I'm using the paddle and making cookies? How can I really tell that the mixer is doing a great job, above and beyond just that it's not flopping all over the place and smoking, right? And I judge that a lot based on how well it creams, because I really feel like if you don't get that proper creaming, you won't get the results that you want. So I have over 50 stand mixers that I've used. I tested tons and tons on the Amy Learns to Cook show, stand mixer after stand mixer after stand mixer. And today I'm really going to show you how you want a stand mixer to perform when it comes to creaming, because it's essential when you're choosing a stand mixer to choose one that does a good job. So I've taken two stand mixers, one that I feel does a fantastic job creaming. This is the KitchenAid Classic Plus stand mixer. This is a little workhorse for me. I don't usually make bread in this mixer, but for creaming and making cakes, this mixer does a fantastic job. I'm pairing that with a mixer that I think really had some challenges when we were doing our test and review. So these are both planetary mixers. The difference between these two is this one makes it easy for you to get ingredients in because it has a hole in the top of the mixer. So instead of having to try to get your ingredients through the side and puffing them all over, this is really innovative. It puts this little funnel in there, and while it's going, you can just dump your ingredients in there, go straight into the bowl, and you can have a good time with it, right? So after my review of this mixer, I came to the conclusion, that on the scale of all the mixers that I've ever used, this mixer here did not do as good a job as pretty much every mixer that I've ever used when it came to creaming. And you might say at the end of that, while I made the cookie dough, at the end I got cookie dough, right? But the cookie dough wasn't quite what I get with other mixers. So what we're going to do is we're going to set these two up. I've got 2 sticks of butter in each one of these mixers. We're going to put 1.5 cups of sugar in each one of these mixers. We're going to put them side by side so you can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the creaming method. What results you get out of a KitchenAid stand mixer and what results we got out of the Kenmore Ovation. So we may have to scrape in that, so you might see me scraping as each one is going, but we're going to let these go and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So let's get to this creaming method challenge. Okay, so this is a result of the KitchenAid. It's light, it's airy, it's changed into, I don't know if you can necessarily see that on the camera as well, but it's changed into a really lighter color. And this is the Kenmore. The Kenmore, it just jagged it around. That's all I got to say when it went around and around. Both of them had trouble with it sticking to the side. I mean, that's the scraper paddle on the KitchenAid really helps with that. This one, this one is stuck to the side, but it just never got the air incorporated into it. So this is it. I just lifted the paddles on there. There's the KitchenAid, and there's the Kenmore. So cooks, this is what the creaming method is. It's the foundational technique that you use to make your cookie dough and all kinds of stuff for baking, light, fluffy, and airy. I really think this mixer is innovative. When I bought this, I was so excited. I really think the pour through thing is pretty cool. It made it easy to get the sugar in there. The problem is with the beater going around the outside and not through the middle, and the beater being small, this creams better. This just flat out creams better. You'll get a lighter, airier cookie, and that's what makes this type of planetary great. Not just a KitchenAid, but any type of planetary that's a true planetary mixer is going to give you better creaming than some kind of modified planetary. That's my opinion, and yeah. So thanks for joining me. It's Wednesday, and make sure every time you make cookies to thoroughly cream your butter and sugar to get that light, fluffy texture. It will go a long way to make your cookies great. So have a great Wednesday.